What's up, CFO gang? It's your boy J Tuck. God dang it, y'all. Close loss. Now, I'm going to say this. I'm not as upset as I was originally. I think the injury to Michael Gallup took a lot of wind out of me. I was just like numb for like the whole first half. Now, some of the people who were at the game, they say that Michael Gallup did walk down the tunnel on his own power, so he had to be carried out or limping and things. So, we'll find out, how long Michael Gallup's going to be out. It sounds like it could possibly be an ACL. I'm praying that it's not, because I would like to have Michael Gallup out there in the playoffs. We know how dynamic he is, so get well soon, Michael Gallup. But y'all, Cowboys Nation, man, I don't know. I don't know. I hate that the Cowboys offense has this Bruce Banner type complex. And what I mean by Bruce Banner, we got to get punched in the mouth. We got to get angry, and then we turn things up a notch. If you watched, Cobra Kai, right? Great season. There's two different methods. There's Mr. Miyagi-Do, and there's Eagle Fang, right? When you're striking hard, you're being aggressive, or you're kind of playing on defense. And I feel like Kellen Moore is taking more of a defensive approach. Like, why don't we show aggressiveness and tack down the field? They had second string corners out there. We saw what happened when we started throwing the ball down the field, but for some reason, I'm not sure if it's Kellen, I'm not sure if it's Dak, but we have to stretch the field a lot more, because teams are okay with staying over the top and giving us everything underneath. They will take that, and especially since we are abandoning the run game. And so, y'all, I do not know, how do we fix this? We have one game left before playoffs, but it's a huge concern. Like, at least throw the ball down in the field to back the safeties up, to make the corners be more aware. And you're seeing around the NFL, they are calling penalty after penalty because the cornerback didn't get his head turned around. We need to get more of those, but it wasn't until the fourth quarter. It's like, now we're going to get creative. Now we're going to go in attack mode. We should be in attack mode out the gate. I don't understand it. I know a lot of people are, talking about Dak, all the Dak haters. This is your moment. But me personally, I like what I saw from Dak Prescott for the most part, because like I said earlier in the pregame show, he's starting to use his legs a lot more. Now, the one thing I'm noticing with Dak, and I've been seeing this all season, there's too much adjustments at the line of scrimmage. Adjusting this, Omaha, this. Like, because what teams are doing, they're showing blitz, they're showing single high coverage, like they're disguising coverage as well. And you'll see, as soon as the ball is hiked, they're dropping back and they're forcing Dak to make the quick read underneath. Now, my concern with that is this has been going on for weeks. Like, this was the Denver, blueprint. We have to get into a way where we can figure it out. But, from an offensive standpoint, I hate that we started off with tempo, Dak got into a rhythm, then we abandoned it. We saw the play action a little bit last week. We kind of abandoned it, right? We saw Dak use his legs. We saw the RPO. Then we abandoned it. And then once we get behind, then we want to open up the playbook. I just don't like that mindset. I feel like this team wants to have an aggressive approach. I feel like Mike McCarthy and the culture, they want to be aggressive. They want to punch teams in the mouth. Come out and do it. Why are we so conservative with the play calling, so lethargic, and just for the life of me, Cowboys Nation, for the life of me, can we please get rid of these wide receiver screens? Please. Like, here's the thing, and I said this on Twitter. A pump fake, boom, down the field will be wide open because teams defensively are jumping that screen. Buda Baker sniffed that out from a mile away. Teams are sniffing that play out from a mile away. So why not give them one of those and go deep? But I feel like the offensive play calling is very stagnant. Man, it's concerning because, like I said, y'all, even though we did turn it on a little bit in the fourth quarter, this is what happens when you play good teams who really don't turn over the ball much and your offense is struggling to score. It puts our defense in a bad position. Now, going to the defensive side of the ball, a lot of people are being negative about our defense. I feel like our defense played great. I feel like Dan Quinn struggled a little bit. There was way too much blitzing for my liking. We were sending everybody way too much today. I don't think it was needed. I feel like we could have got pressure with 4 and forced Kyler Murray to make the proper reads. We gave way too much cushion with zones. We know that Kyler Murray likes to attack the middle of the field, the short intermediate areas. Like, we were giving him way too much cushion, and he was comfortable all game. And so, but I really have no complaints defensively. Now, another one of my biggest complaints, y'all, and and mark my words, y'all, it's going to cost us. I'm sorry, Cowboys Nation. I'm sorry. Greg Zuerlein, bro. I cannot sit and watch these games where every kick you're on eggshells. Even the extra points, I was on eggshell. It shouldn't be that way with the kicker. He's extremely inconsistent in leaving points on the board. Think about where we would be. We would have been in a tie ball game if he would just make a simple field goal. It's not a 52-yarder. It's not a 50. These are simple NFL kicks, and it puts us in a very bad predicament where we're leaving points off of the board. It's been like that all season, but of course, we're not going to replace him now. But Cowboys Nation, this summer, he got to go. I don't care. He has to go because he's a huge liability. It's frustrating. It's frustrating from the offensive standpoint and team standpoint. When you march down the field, you're able to kind of get some momentum, and then it's a shank wide right. All of his kicks is barely just scaving in, and he's too inconsistent. I know that he has a big leg, but he's too inconsistent. Now, I will say this, Cowboys Nation, don't y'all give up on me now. Don't y'all give up. We're good. We're going to drop in the seeding, but here's the thing. Now that we might drop in the seeding, maybe be a 4 seed, right? That team we just played, they got to come right on back to Dallas, possibly. They got to come back right on back to Dallas. And I feel like if they were to do that, we'll be more than capable to handle the Arizona Cardinals. Now, after that, we might got to travel and take the show on the road, which we don't want to do, but I'm perfectly fine with that. But like I said, it was a frustrating game, but I like the way that we fought. I like the resiliency. There were some things, play calling wise, I just wasn't with. Time management, clock management, some of those things we've been talking about all year reared its ugly head today. And, the Cardinals were able to escape with the victory, man. But, I'm not too doom and gloom about it earlier on. I hope Michael Gallup is okay. Now, I will say this from the offensive line standpoint. Our offensive line didn't look as good as I expected, but maybe it's going to take a little bit for them to gel because this is their first time playing together. But offensive line kind of struggled. Isaiah Simmons, he made a big play. Like, he came down and made a big play. Zeke picked up the blocks. That was just pure effort on the fumble for Dak. I'll say this, though, Cowboys Nation. I don't know what they are thinking when it comes to Ezekiel Elliott and how he fits anymore, because you see the ball starting to trend and go to Tony Pollard a lot more, but Zeke still needs to get the ball. Like 8 carries, 9 carries, like Zeke flexed out wide. That is not Zeke's game. Like, you got to get him in momentum. But Kellen Moore, y'all, he's not going to commit to the run. He's not going to be a run guy. Get over it. I want them to run the ball. I was screaming run the ball. He's just not going to do it. What Nick Saban said, I'm not going to do it, so stop asking. We're not going to be a run team, but you think that seeing what we were able to do last game, getting outside, pulling guards around, getting some momentum, because Zeke did have a big run. There was a penalty, and we had a lot of penalties that killed third drives and pushes back. As soon as we make a big play, holding penalty. Make a big play, holding penalty. Make a big play, holding penalty. Those things we have to clean up going to playoffs. I don't care how talented you are, you cannot do that in the playoffs. So we got to clean things up. We got to be more efficient. I need to see more consistency offensively, but we got to get the identity where we are the aggressors. We are the talent. We don't have to kind of just sit back, and play time of possession. Like, that's not who we are anymore. We have weapons, attack down the field, and force teams to adjust to us. Maybe Kellen's saving it for playoffs, but I don't buy that. I don't buy saving stuff for playoffs, because if you're saving stuff for playoffs and you're allowing us to lose, then that's a fireable offense to me, and it shouldn't be tolerated. Like, you should be trying to win every game out there. It's nothing you should be tucking for playoffs, So, like I said, overall, it was a good win for the Cardinals. They kind of got back on track, but we are clearly better than that team. We just got off to a very slow start offensively, and, we paid the price. And I've been trying to preach that all year. You can't do that versus some of these good guys. It just is what it is, but I'm not jumping off the bandwagon. This team still has a lot of good football left in them. I believe in them. We just have to clean some of these things up, and I think, we will, man. So it's your boy, J Tuck. Comment, like, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram, JTuck151. And, of course, CowboysFansOnly.com. God dang it, y'all. We let that little midget come in there and own AT&T Stadium again. But, like I said, we could be seeing him in 2 weeks. So definitely be prepared for it, and I expect the Cowboys to be prepared for it as well, man. So hope everyone has a good Sunday. Everyone stay safe. Stay blessed, stay encouraged, and go Cowboys. Peace.